welcome back to my channel. My name's Ambreenk. Today is Saturday and I'm not going out for once. I'm not going shopping, so I thought I'd do a bit of cleaning. And the first thing I really want to tidy is this wall. Well, this board. This is supposed to be my inspo memory board, and I have not looked at it for months, and or should I say since December, because these cards are from December and these are all my Christmas cards. I know. So yeah, I wanted to kind of show you guys what I do to this board, how I look after it. Well, now I'm going to have to look after it, but I just wanted to organize it and show you guys what I do. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of all of the Christmas cards. Okay, I also have this calendar from 2019, and the last day was December, so I'm going to get rid of this unless I can get a calendar to stick on top of it. And I basically made this in school with the kids, and the kids made this last year for 2019, and I don't need it anymore. Love it, don't need it anymore. Basically, I hate getting rid of my Christmas cards because I love the patterns and the details on all the cards. So I do try and use as much as I can for scrapbooking or reusing parts of cards. So that's what I like to do. But some of them, like, sadly, I'm going to have to throw away, which is such a shame. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of all the blue tack that's around my board because it looks really tacky. So hopefully I'm going to be able to rip this off, or pull it off, should I say. I've just turned the lights on, but I'm happy with the fact that I've taken all the cards off. So let's kind of discuss what I do have over here. So I've got this calendar. This is the mosque calendar for my local mosque, and it has all the kind of dates and times that prayers happen, and then I'll just use a highlighter and highlight the days off as I go along if I can remember. I have my first ever Morrison's petrol receipt for when I bought my car and I filled up the tank for the first time in my life. I still kind of get nervous when I go to put petrol in my car, but I think I'm getting better at it. I have this Bournemouth postcard for when I went to Bournemouth, and same with Brighton. I went to Brighton and I do like to get postcards for wherever I go. I've got one for Blackpool too. Anything else on my board? I've got a bunch of quotes from past calendars that I've had, so I do like to reuse those quotes. I've got this from the first ever Korean restaurant I ever went to. It was called The Bokki. I have my name in Korean. What else is on here? A child gave me this when he left school, and this is my favourite quote ever. It says, "When it rains, look for rainbows, and when it's dark, look for stars." That's my favourite quote ever. I do love stars. I have a star right there. I have this gingerbread, which is very Christmassy. It was given to me last Christmas. Last Christmas, but I do like the fact that it is personalized and it has my name on it, so I keep it up there. Same with this. It's made out of wood. I did get this as like a name card for when you go to weddings, and everybody had one of these, and I just kept mine because I loved it so much. I'm so happy that my name was spelled correctly. What else do I have on here? I have this little thing here for when the first time I ever drove to Birmingham Sutton Park, and it was a wild journey, let me tell you that. My husband got the brunt of it the most, because every time I was going like on a roundabout that was really hard to go on, or I was scared to death of where I was driving, I would just take it out on my husband, and there was a lot of foul language involved. Yep, a child gave me that chocolate bar and it says thanks on it. It's just behind here there, and I just kept the label because I loved it. I've got a bauble here for some reason because I love the decoration of it. I've got a few things here from when my niece wrote things, and I just found it really funny when she wrote me those things, so I kept them. This under here, which is basically when I went to the space station with the kids. I've got a drawing from my little nephew, I believe. And I think that's about it. And I love this memory wall quite a bit. It's become more of a memory wall, achievement wall, inspo wall, whatever you want to call it. But I love it to bits. And hopefully I'll be able to add more to it sooner in my life. I want to also show you this, and this is a book that I've been using. It's kind of like my journaling book. Got these random stickers off my nephews and niece, well, off my niece, and I stuck them on there, my nephew and niece. And I've had this book for quite a while. I did buy it from Pakistan because I loved the material on the front. I think it is faux leather, but I have my name right here. I wrote that out. I like the way I wrote that out. I've got some bits and bobs, some stickers and things and random cards that I want to use to be able to kind of scrapbook, if you know what I mean, but I think it's more like journaling. So I've got some stuff in here that was on the board that I didn't want. So again, I went to Southend-on-Sea, and this was on the 28th of the 8th, 2019. This was when I went to yeah, this was also when I went to Southend-on-Sea. That was the coach that we went on, and this is where we ate. We went to Pizza Hut for the first time together, me and my husband. This is when I went to go and see Aladdin. Had a drink from Tim Hortons, never been there before. And that's all I've got so far in here, but I've bought these new pens and I absolutely love them. And in the future, inshallah, I want to be able to buy my own house. So I've got my little plan here of everything that I want to, all the details of how I'm going to buy one, inshallah. I also used those fancy pens to have a layout on all my pages, and this is what I want to remember in 2020. So all the books I've read this year. So the first one I've already read is Oranges in No Man's Land. Absolutely lovely, beautiful book. You guys need to watch it. It's just fantastic. Films I've watched in 2020. I'm currently still watching this film, but I love it so much. It's called Gudiya Padole, and I love it. Still need to finish that off. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it. Videos I've recorded in 2020 I still need to fill in January, because I have recorded quite a bit. Shopping done in 2020, because this girl needs to control her shopping, so, and how she spends her money. So I love the pen that I used and how I wrote out the months on this page, and if I can't fit it in, then I'll write really small, or I'll write slanted, or however I need to be able to fit it in within that month. I'm just kind of considering them as bubbles. But yeah, I love the way I've set this all out. So that's my little diary. So I picked up these 3 pens from AliExpress, and they're in different sizes, and they give you that effect of you being able to do calligraphy. So I really like these pens. That have different thicknesses. Don't know if you can see how thick that is, but they all come in different sizes. So if you guys are interested in these pens, I'll link them down below. So I've got SB56, SB57. Oh, those aren't happening now, which is a much thicker nib. They give you the effect of calligraphy brushes. And the last one I have is an SB58, which is much thicker, but I love this pen quite a lot. It's kind of like a paintbrush. So yeah, those are the pens I've been currently using to be able to journal and practice my calligraphy, because I'm into that, and hopefully in the future I want to be able to buy myself a bullet journal and use that instead, but this is what I'm using for now. Okay guys, I've just realized I didn't do an outro for that video. Apologies for my granny looking scarf right now. I look ridiculous, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, like this video if you like it. If you like this kind of video, or you're into inspiration boards, or memory boards, or even journaling, please let me know. I would love to make more videos on this, and if it's not, then just please let me know if you didn't even like it either, and I'll stop making them. Okay, cool. See you guys in my next video. Thank you.